It's time to move on. That was Eric Hovde's caption to his social media post. This comes almost 2 weeks after Election Day, where in Wisconsin, Senator Tammy Baldwin received 29,000 more votes than Hovde. The final count came in the morning after Election Day, when the last absentee ballots were reported in Milwaukee at about 4 in the morning.
The results from election night were disappointing.
Before announcing that he accepted defeat, Hovde questioned the ballot counts in Milwaukee, raising concerns about the legitimacy of the vote. These are claims that election workers saw in 2020, claims that were widely disproven.
Particularly in light of the last-minute absentee ballots that were dropped in Milwaukee at 4 a.m., flipping the outcome. There are many troubling issues around these absentee ballots and their timing.
He alludes that the absentee ballots that get reported late into the night lacked integrity, and he says that a recount would not do anything to change that.
A request for a recount would serve no purpose because you will just be recounting the same ballots regardless of their integrity. As a result, and my desire to not add to political strife through a contentious recount, I've decided to concede the election.
However, Ann Jacobs, chair of the Wisconsin Elections Commission, says that Hovde's claims are a nod to election conspiracies.
The ballots that were counted are real ballots. So I have no idea what he's talking about, but it sounds like sort of a nod towards the 2020 conspiracy theories about fake ballots.
She explains that Milwaukee County has a central counting location where all ballots in the county go to one place to be recorded.
One thing that's important to understand is that the ballots being counted have all been submitted prior to the deadline of 8 p.m. So they are rightful ballots submitted by lawful voters in the proper form. It just takes a while after 8 o'clock to process all the late arriving ballots. And by late arriving, I mean those very close to 8 p.m.
On Election Day, the city of Milwaukee had more than 100,000 absentee ballots to count. Hovde could have requested a recount because the margin of defeat was less than 1 percentage point, but he would have to pay for it himself.
It would have been very unusual for a candidate to make up 29,000 votes. There would have had to have been a profound error somewhere in the calculations, and we certainly didn't see that.
I'm Meryl Hubbard, Fox 47, News at 9.
Hovde says he'll be taking a break from politics to return to his businesses and foundation. Some Republicans have speculated he could run for governor in 2026.